STI WNU facilities.
The views and opinions expressed by the host do not reflect that of the STI West Negros University and its management. Furthermore, the views and opinions expressed by the guests do not reflect that of the host, the show, the College of Criminal Justice Education, and the university.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Ccje Pasundayag 2022. Viewers, join us for the next 3 days as we witness different talents, skills, and abilities of the Ccje students here at STI West Negros University. And we are your hosts for this event. I am Christian Jimenez.
And I am Jurgen Trian.
But before we start, let us know what is the reason why we celebrate this Pasundayag activity.
Okay, buddy, let me read this to you, the rationale of Ccje Pasundayag. This will let the Ccje students showcase their talents on different fields to train them on developing their self-confidence and for us to uphold Ccje mission on providing innovative trainings and developmental programs despite of this pandemic, buddy.
Yes, buddy, as we can remember, for almost 2 years we were locked in our houses, buddy. And this is our chance to showcase to you the different talents, skills, and abilities of the Ccje students. So without further ado, we will show you 4 events today, starting with the extemporaneous speaking,
newscasting competition,
Pinoy Henyo,
and crispy.
And now, buddy, we'll have our first event for today, the extemporaneous speaking, where we have 4 contestants from each class.
Let me read to you and the criteria for judging. Content, clear organization, 35%, delivery, 35%, pronunciation, enunciation and diction, 20%, stage presence, eye contact, voice personality, 10%, with a total of 100%.
And now let me introduce to you our judges for extemporaneous speaking. Starting with our first judge, she is an English teacher and coach of newscasting at Central Philippine State University. Let's welcome Miss Jean Rose T. Bohol.
And for our second judge, he's graduate of Bachelor of Secondary Education, instructor and school register of the CPSU Hinigaran campus. Let's welcome Mr. LG Amaro.
And our third judge, she is currently working at Chinle, Arizona. As an English teacher, she is the former program head of the AV Communication of STI West Negros University. She also studied PhD in Applied Linguistics at University of St. LaSalle. Let's welcome Professor Annie Christie Jones.
And he is an English teacher at CPSU Hinigaran campus. Let's welcome Mr. Mark Anthony Banaag.
Okay, so buddy, let's not wait any longer. Let's hear from our participants. Kung ano ba sila kaalam, sa sininga event, extemporaneous speaking.
Roll video.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Jurgen Trian, representing class Maharlika. And here's the question. What is the importance of Bangsamoro Organic Law, especially among the Mindanao people? First and foremost, Bangsamoro Organic Law was established on July 23, 2018 under the administration of President Rodrigo Duterte, which creates a new political entity to existing autonomous region that is a home for 13 ethno-linguistic members in Mindanao. let's go back to the time wherein this law is not yet established. There are some problems like wars, economic problems, and the lack of respect in each religion, especially in Muslim and the Filipino Christians. But now, since this law is existing, the voice of our brother Muslims can be heard. In Article 4, Section 10, it says the freedom of choice. Now they have many sectors, different representatives, and also their ethnicity has been protected, and the respect to their religion and the importance of this Bangsamoro organic law is that I strongly believe that this group of people who are in the part of the Philippines is now, I can say, it is now united. We are now a strong, united citizens of the Philippines. And I thank you.
To the Board of Judges, teachers, and to my fellow students, a pleasant afternoon to all of you. I am truly grateful for your presence. I am Eric Jan Montesilio Vitala, and it's been 3 years since I joined here at STI West Negros University. And I could say for a fact that I am here in front of you with all the courage I could muster to discuss a delicate matter and to assert that I am more than what you expect me to be as a future criminologist. Now, red tagging in the Philippines refers to the malicious blacklisting of individuals or organizations critical or not fully supportive of the actions of a sitting government administrations in the country. The question is, am I in favor of red tagging? I am personally not in favor of red tagging because most of the people who are being accused of this particular crime are just people who are fighting for their rights. Most of them are well-educated people who can feel the direct impact of miscalculated judges by some of our political leaders. Most of them are people who are just fighting for their rights or make their voices be heard. And being red tagged is too dangerous for a person because it can threaten their lives, liberty, and security. They are often being harassed or sometimes being killed. And they are not the only ones who are suffering from red tagging. Also, their family, friends, and co-workers are affected for being related to that person who are being red tagged. Thus, in my opinion, the duty of our government is to serve and protect, not labeling, branding, or accusing an individual or groups that they are related to either communism or terrorism without the due process of law. That is all. Thank you.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John Kevin G. Stosse from class Misipla. My question is, the Chinese occupation of Scarborough Shoal is an invasion of Philippine territory, giving rise to a territorial sovereignty dispute. However, the Philippines could not bring China to compulsory arbitration on a territorial sovereignty dispute without China's consent. In my opinion, what is the best way to settle this dispute with the Chinese government? Part of the history of our country, Philippines, is when the time we are occupied by the U.S. country. Part of this occupation is giving us the freedom. So that freedom gave us as well this so-called U.S. Treaty in Paris. This is composed of our territorial jurisdiction, which is composed of Scarborough Shoal as part of our territorial jurisdiction, wherein China is also claiming that Scarborough Shoal is part of their territorial jurisdiction and as well part of their history. This caused a dispute between our country, Philippines, and China. So, what is my opinion for the best action to be done on the dispute on the said countries? According to Ronald Reagan's, peace is not about the absence of conflict, but rather on the actions being done on a peaceful manner. So on our part, what is the necessary action we will done as a country, Philippines? For me, as a criminology student, I will be giving peace talks between our country and China. It is the most less cost action and as well preserves our race, our economy, and as well give peace to our country and to the world. Because if ever we are being touched by the Chinese government, US country and our country has the agreement on US treaty that whenever we are being touched by other countries, they will defend us. So this may cause a great war, a world war. So to conclude my discussion, peace talks is the most effective way of resolving this dispute. It may give us the preservation of our race because it may prevent the happening of genocide, and as well, it may give us the right on the territory on Scarborough Shoal and as well on the China. Because through this, the China may stop on widening that territory occupation on Scarborough Shoal. That will be all. Thank you.
Towards the distinguished panel of judges, teachers, students, viewers, and to my fellow contestants, good afternoon. I'm Rosewell Balkin representing Class Hagupit Hiraya. My question is, Governments have duty to prohibit hateful, insightful speech, but many abuse their authority to silence peaceful dissent by passing law, criminalizing freedom of expression. Do you agree that freedom of speech can be abused? I strongly agree that freedom of speech can be abused. Freedom of speech is not a license to be abused. It is a responsibility. As a student of Ccje West Negros University, we always think our posting in social media. Social media is the best example when it comes in freedom of speech. We also monitor our posting because we know that the impact of our freedom can cause depression to others. Especially about mocking politicians is a bad thing. Hate speech is the source of violence and chaos. Others are doing rally because they are saying this is our freedom, but they forget that they had invitation. Always remember the three things: limitation, responsibility, and discipline. In here, our school, we practice the 5C. It is the character, communication, critical thinker, change, adapt, and Christ-centered. That's why we know that we are well-trained about posting in social media. Mocking politicians is a bad thing. That's why we don't do that here in our school. We always think because words are sharper than knife. That's why I can also include the sayings about think before you click, and my own words is about think before you speak. So always remember that every word comes from your mouth can hurt others. So that would be all, and I conclude that hate speech can be a abuse of your expression. Thank you, that's all.
Ba, kita nyo to viewers, kita mo to buddy, kung ano ka-knowledgeable ang aton mga CCJE students. Pero dali lang ato ka-familiar, si Budoy sa kaman to buddy. Kita nyo lang viewers, no? Host na, batay ko pa singer, bagay, ano pala ka ba ako, dining ako nga buddy.
Ang bugid na bati, basta criminology ka sa STI, West Negros University, maski diin ang kaya bati, kaya ta.
I agree with buddy. Very versatile with yung mga CCJE students.
Corrected, but
So without further ado, buddy, no, let's move on to our second event for today, the newscasting competition. Buddy, this is open for every CCJE students who wants to join and who has the potential to be a future newscaster someday.
or even a broadcaster.
Yes, buddy, I agree.
So let me read to you again the criteria for judging. Content, clear organization, 35%. Delivery, 35%. Pronunciation, enunciation and diction, 20%. Stage presence, eye contact, and voice personality, 10%, with a total of 100%.
Now, buddy, let me introduce to you our judges for newscasting. Starting with our first judge, champion in the 7th ABS-CBN Province-wide Newscasting Competition, Best in Filipino category, champion in the 2nd ABS-CBN Regional Newscasting Competition held in Iloilo City, and is currently the radio presenter of 96.7 XFM Bacolod. Let's welcome Miss Beverly Apple Remo.
And for our second judge, she's currently working at Shinley, Arizona as an English teacher. She's the former program head of the AB Communication of SDI West Negros University. She also studied PhD in Applied Linguistics at University of St. Lasal. Let's welcome Professor Annie Christie Jones.
And our third judge, she is an English teacher and coach of newscasting at Central Philippine State University. Let's welcome Miss Jean Rose T. Bohol.
Okay, buddy, ano pang ginawdata?
Okay, buddy, now let's watch the video.
Good day, STI. I'm Andrew who will bring you the best news for today. Man caught in Tupada, shoot cop dead in Laguna. A man shot and killed the police officer who was arresting him for his involvement in illegal cockfighting in Pangi, Laguna. Police identified the slain cop as Police Chief Master Sergeant Gilbert Breeze. Prior to the lawman's death, operatives from Pangi Municipal Police Station caught 3 men engaging in Tupada illegal cockfighting in Barangay Sulib. Arrested during the operation were suspects Gabriel Acaza and Jason Balit. The third suspect, Nilo Oliveros Rubin, resisted arrest and grabbed the service firearms of Police Chief Master Sergeant Breeze. Before fleeing, Rubin shot Breeze, killing him instantly. Following the incident, Laguna Police, acting the Provincial Director Colonel Cecilio Ramos Aison Jr., and Mabitac Municipal Police Station to conduct follow-up and hot pursuit operation against the suspect. Rubin was arrested a few hours later in Barangay 4 Ginale in Paite. In a statement, Aison expressed Laguna Police condolences to the family of the fallen cop and assured the provision of financial support and other social benefits to his family. Once again, this is Andrew, your newscaster for today.
From the Philippines' most trusted network, recipient of Golden Dove Award for Leadership and Responsible Broadcasting, a voice of truth, bringing you the hottest news across the country and around the globe. DYSTI.
Good day, Philippines. Hello, Bacolod. This is your news anchor, Jurgen Rian Bailen. And for the headlines, man caught in Tupada, shoot cop dead in Laguna. A man shot and killed the police officer who was arresting him for his involvement in illegal catfighting in Pangal, Laguna. Police identified the slain cop as Police Chief Master Sergeant Gilbert Breeze. Prior to the lawman's death, operatives from Pangal Municipal Police Station caught 3 men engaging in tupada or illegal cockfighting in Barangay Sulib. Arrested during the operation were suspects Gabriel Acueza and Jason Balid. The third suspect, Ronilo Oliveros Ruben, resisted arrest and grabbed the service firearms of Police Chief Master Sergeant Breeze. Before fleeing, Ruben shot Breeze, killing him instantly. Following the incident, Laguna Police Acting Provincial Director Colonel Cecilio Ramos Aison Jr. and Mabitac Municipal Police Stations to conduct follow-up and hot pursuit operations against the suspect. Ruben was arrested a few hours later in Barangay 4, Kinale, and Paete. In a statement, Aison expressed Laguna Police condolences to the family of the fallen cop and assured the provision of financial support and other social benefits to his family. This news is from DYSTI. Jurgen Rian Bailen reporting.
From the Philippines' most trusted network, recipient of Golden Dove Award for Leadership and Responsible Broadcasting, a voice of truth, bringing you the hottest news across the country and around the globe. DYSTI.
Good day, I'm GC reporter Jason Lucero with this breaking news. A man caught in Tupada shoot cop dead in Laguna. A man shot and killed a police officer who was arresting him for his involvement in illegal cockfighting in Pangi, Laguna. Police identified the slain cop as Police Chief Master Sergeant Gilbert Breeze. Prior to the lawman's death, operatives from Pangi Municipal Police Station caught 3 men engaging in tupada or illegal cockfighting in Barangay Sulib. Arrested during the operations were suspect Gabriel Acueza and Jason Balit. The third suspect, Ronilo Oliveros Ruben, resisted arrest and grabbed the service firearms of Police Chief Master Sergeant Breeze. Before fleeing, Ruben shot Breeze, killing him instantly. Following the incident, Laguna Police Acting Provincial Director Colonel Cecilio Ramos Aison Jr. and Mabitac Municipal Police Station to conduct follow-up and hot pursuit operations against this suspect. Ruben was arrested a few hours later in Barangay 4, Quinali in Paete. In a statement, Aison expressed Laguna Police condolences to the family of the fallen cop and assured the provision of financial support and other social benefits to his family. So that's the breaking news for today. Thanks for watching and have a great day.
with true faith, big stories from small towns. We saw what is unseen. This is Pasundayag News Patrol. Man caught in Tapada shot up dead in Laguna. A man shot and killed a police officer who was arresting him for his involvement in illegal cockfighting in Pangil, Laguna. Police identified the slain cop as Police Chief Master Sergeant Gilbert Breeze. Prior to the lawman's death, operative from Pangil Municipal Police Station caught 3 men in engaging Tapada illegal cockfighting in Barangay Sulit. Arrested during the operations were suspect Gabriela Queza and Jason Bali. The third suspect was identified as Ronelo Oliveros Ruben, who was resisted arrest and grabbed the service firearm of Police Chief Master Sergeant Breeze. Before fleeing, Ruben shot Breeze, killing him instantly. Following the incident, Laguna Police Acting Provincial Director Colonel Cecilio Ramos Ison Jr. and Mabitak Municipal Police Station to conduct follow-up and hot pursuit operations against the suspect. Ruben was arrested a few hours in Barangay 4, Canale in Paete. In a statement, Ison expressed Laguna's police condolences to the family of the fallen cop, assured and provision of financial support and other social benefits to his family. This is Jasmine Factes for Pasundayag News Patrol.
Good day and welcome to STI West Negros University College of Criminal Justice Education News Patrol. For our current news, man caught in Tapada shoot cop dead in Laguna. A man shot and killed the police officer who was arresting him for his involvement in illegal cockfighting in Pangil, Laguna. Police identified the slain cop as Police Chief Master Sergeant Gilbert Breeze. Prior to the lawman's death, operatives from Pangil Municipal Police Station caught 3 men engaging in Tapada, or most commonly known as illegal cockfighting in Barangay Sulit. Arrested during the operation were suspects Gabriela Queza and Jason Bali. The third suspect, Ronelo Oliveros Ruben, resisted arrest and grabbed the service firearms of Police Chief Master Sergeant Breeze. Before fleeing, Ruben shot Breeze, killing him instantly. Following the incident, Laguna Police Acting Provincial Director Colonel Cecilio Ramos Ison Jr. and Mabitak Municipal Police Station to conduct follow-up and hot pursuit operations against the suspect. Ruben was arrested a few hours later in Barangay 4, Kinale in Paete. In a statement, Ison expressed Laguna Police's condolences to the family of the fallen cop and assured the provincial of financial support and other social benefits to his family. That's all for our current news. This is your news anchor Christian Dominic Jimenez, wishing you a safe and good day.
Good day, Ccje student. For today's news headline, man caught in Tapada, shoot cop dead in Laguna. A man shot and killed a police officer who was arresting him for his involvement in illegal cockfighting in Pangil, Laguna. Police identified the slain cop as Police Chief Master Sergeant Gilbert Breeze. Prior to the lawman's death, operatives from Pangil Municipal Police Station caught 3 men engaging in Tapada illegal cockfighting in Barangay Sulit. Arrested during the operation were suspect Gabriel Queza and Jason Bali. The third suspect, Ronelo Oliveros Ruben, resisted arrest and grabbed the service firearms of Police Chief Master Sergeant Breeze. Before fleeing, Ruben shot Breeze, killing him instantly. Following the incident, Laguna Police Acting Provincial Director Colonel Cecilio Ramos Quinzon Jr. and Mabitak Municipal Police Station to conduct a follow-up and hot pursuit operation against the suspect. Ruben was arrested a few hours later in Barangay 4, Quinale in Paete. In a statement, Ison expressed Laguna's police condolences to the family of the fallen cop and assure the provision of financial support and other social benefit to his family. Again, this is John Paul Estacion, Comfort News.
News with no bias. News with no exemptions. Including nothing but the truth. This is Pasundayag News Patrol. The voice, the agent, the catalyst of STIers. Newscasting live at STI West Negros University. This is Lagrimas Rapiz, your anchor for today. Good day, Philippines. Good day, Bacalao. Here is the rundown of the top stories at this hour. Man caught in Tupada shoot cop, dead in Laguna. A man shot and killed a police officer who was arresting him for his involvement in illegal cockfighting in Pangil, Laguna. Police identified the slain cop as Police Chief Master Sergeant Hilbert Breeze. Prior to the lawman's death, operative from Pangil Municipal Police Station caught 3 men engaging in Tupada illegal cockfighting in Barangay Sulib. Arrested during the operation were suspects Gabriel Aqueza and Jason Bali. The third suspect, Ronilo Oliveros Ruben, resisted arrest and dropped the service firearms of Police Chief Master Sergeant Breeze. Before fleeing, Ruben shot Breeze, killing him instantly. Following the incident, Laguna Police Acting the Provincial Director Colonel Cecilio Ramos Izon Jr. and Mabitac Municipal Police Station to conduct follow-up and hot pursuit operations against the suspect. Ruben was arrested a few hours later in Barangay Forquinale in Paete. In a statement, Izon expressed Laguna Police condolences to the family of the fallen cop and assured the provision of financial support and other social benefits to his family. And that's all of the updates for this day. This is Lagrimas Rapiz, your anchor. And this is Pasundayag News Patrol.
Wow, grabe buddy, no? Hindi ko bigla kapati nga we are part of that newscasting competition.
Oh, magali, bud.
Makita gid buddy, no? Confidence of each participants. Especially kita dua buddy.
Gali, ina.
Yes, buddy.
Medyo kulba, pero ang confidence ka may baprogram ko.
Yes, buddy. I agree. Because buddy, makita mo man dito, no? We are not just, the college are not just only developing us academically, no? But also our communication skills.
Kung paano ka mag-interact, which is part sa aton yung 5C.
Yes, buddy. Chakto gina, buddy. Communication is part sa aton 5Cs here in STI, wherein the students are being developed to become efficient and effective communicator and criminologists someday. So, without further ado, buddy, no? We encourage our viewers to show your support through heart reacts and
mga comments nyo sa ating Facebook Live.
Yes, buddy.
May ano ba ganyan nga event na bilis sa buddy?
We have our third and last event for today, which is the Pinoy Henyo
Quiz Bee.
So stay tuned.
Hindi. Ano ba ka nangihigaw? Hindi. Sige, Pinoy.
Ng bagay?
Oo.
Gamit?
Oo.
Sa laboratory?
Oo. Hindi.
Fingerprint?
Hindi. Subject ng mga aparatos, mga equipment, laboratories, mestra, person, behavior, pass.
Tao.
Oo!
Mestra?
Hindi!
Sa criminology?
Oo!
Sarlogroso.
Pas. Pas na yun. Sige!
Tao.
Hindi!
Bagay.
Hindi!
Crime.
Pwede!
Saka mo na lang.
Pwede! Oo!
Bilone.
Oo! Pwede!
Bilone. Ate.
Pwede yun na! Oo! Oo! Tiga! Oo!
Bilone.
Tama ka! Oo!
Bilone. Nabere. Naman. Tumigil eh.
Oo!
Pas.
Nagpas pa.
Sige na.
Subject?
No.
Tao?
No.
Na equipment?
Hindi.
Ng subject? Pas? Wala, makot na?
Tao.
Hindi! Sige!
Bagay.
Oo!
Laboratory.
Oo!
QTE.
Oo!
Fingerprint. Ay, QTE. Fingerprint o fingerprint?
Hindi!
Sa QTE.
Oo!
Comparator.
Sino na ako?
Sarlogroso. Sarlicaria. Elo Garofalo. Licopere. Criminology. Transaction Taklem. Klasikan.
Photography,
Yes.
camera, camera obscura, subject, tao, bagay, equipments, photographic lens, light, visible light, light sources, pass,
Tao bagay, no? Bagay.
pwede. Yes. Yes.
Sa class, nasa subject ng photography.
Yes.
Photography.
Yes.
Camera.
Yes.
Tao bagay. Glass. Gloves. Ginamit sa produce ng ating friend.
Oh, let it print. Yes. Okay na.
Nago gayaw. Tao bagay. Subject. Book.
Hindi.
Tao.
Hindi.
Ngayon.
Hindi.
Bagay. Name. Pass.
Tao ba ay koran?
Hindi.
Photography?
Pwede.
Photography?
Pwede.
Ultraviolet lights?
Hindi.
Pass?
Tao.
Hindi.
Bagay. Victim. Event. Subject.
Yes.
Yes.
Subject? Yes.
Tao bagay.
Hindi.
Seconds.
Yes.
Pass.
Subject?
Yes. Pwede.
Subject?
Yes.
Research investigation?
No, hindi.
Crime detection?
Hindi.
Moral?
Hindi.
Criminal law?
Yes.
Criminal jurisprudence?
Yes.
Murder? Homicide?
Hindi.
Crime? Crime?
Hindi. Pass.
Area. Sa PCJE, integrity, 5 pillars, behavior, mental disorder, crime,
Personality. Figure. Mistake. Undisappointed. Court.
22nd.
Prosecution. Correction. Community. Law enforcement. Correction. Correction.
Person. Commitment. Philosophy. Pasok. Yes, yes. Person. Yes. No.
2 minutes left.
Person.
Yes.
Father. American. European. Sarili Korean. Sarili Puloto.
1 point.
Person.
No.
Criminal term.
No.
Ballistic.
No, no.
Stupid.
Yes.
Latin faith.
Correct.
Time.
Tao. No. Republic Act. No. Drugs. No.
About sa drugs.
Yes.
Drugs?
Yes.
Drugs?
Yes.
Public Act?
No.
Drugs?
Yes, yes.
Drug abuse?
No.
Drug addiction?
No.
Drug abuse?
No.
Drug deprivation?
No.
Drugs?
Oh, yes.
Drugs?
Yes.
Pass.
Tao.
Oh!
Classical.
Oh!
Vicaria.
Oh!
Lombroso.
Oh!
Sunderland.
Oh!
2 words.
Oh!
Na
Oh!
Elo.
Oh!
What?
Tao? Ng 2 words?
Hindi.
Secretary,
Republic Act.
Ako na eh.
Ay, sige.
No, about sa criminal law. Pardon.
One po.
Personality. Hindi. RA. Hindi. Correction. Hindi. Criminal. Hindi. Subject. Hindi. Tao bagay. Hindi. Subject. Criminal behavior. Hindi. Crime.
Yes.
Common crime.
Hindi.
Crime. Hindi. Apa?
Crimes, organized crimes.
Yes.
Organized crimes. Manila, trafficking in person.
No.
Libel.
No.
Carnapping.
No.
Crimes, RA.
No, not yet.
RA.
No.
RA. Crimes. Murder, rape.
No.
Homicide.
No.
Sa Republic Act.
No.
Ara sa RPC, ara sa RPC. Order. Pass.
Sa bagay.
De.
Sa collection.
De. De. Yes.
R8. 1131.
De.
6506.
Yes. Yes. R sa A. RA. RA 131. Di mo na.
Crime.
De.
R8.
De.
Personality.
De.
And sa correction.
De.
Subject.
De.
Criminal behavior.
De.
Crime. RA criminal behavior. Instrument.
De.
Subject.
De.
Tao, bagay.
De. Wala. De.
Subject. Pass.
RA.
Hindi.
Organized crime. Organized crime. Organized criminal. Organized crime.
Yes.
Crime.
Tao, bagay.
Hindi.
RA.
Hindi.
Crime.
Hindi.
RA. Crime.
Person.
No.
Criminal.
No.
Organization.
No.
Pass.
Personalities.
No.
Behavior.
No.
Pass.
Drugs.
No.
Connection.
No.
Organization.
No.
Personality.
No.
Instrument.
No.
Pass.
Personalities.
Yes.
Personalities. Neuroticism.
No.
Pass.
Personalities. Other personality. Sarili ko sa
No.
Direct na.
No.
Sarili ka.
Personalities.
No.
Instruments.
No.
Law.
Yes.
RA 1121.
No. Personalities.
Yes.
Other personalities.
No.
Other criminals.
No.
Other personalities. European.
No.
15.
No.
Pass.
Personalities. Behavior. Instruments. No.
Okay, good job.
Okay, we have here the mechanics for Quiz B competition. The contest is open to any bona fide students of College of Criminal Justice Education STI WNU, and the Quiz B is individual in nature. Second, only one representative of each class is allowed. We have here also the scope and coverage. The Quiz B shall cover questions on the following topics: Institute Criminology, Theories of Crime Causation, Juvenile and Delinquency, Professional and Ethical Standards, and also we have Criminological Research. Second, there will be 3 rounds of set of questions, namely easy, average, and difficult rounds. For the Quiz B proper, using of cellular or mobile phones are prohibited during the competition. Each participant will be provided with an illustration board and chalk, and these items will be used for inputting the contestant's answer. Third, the quiz master shall read the question twice, and the participants may start writing their answers only after the cue of the quiz master go. Fourth, the participants are given 10 seconds to answer each question, and after given time runs out, all participants must raise their boards containing their respective answer. and failure to comply with the mechanic will result to a warning for the first offense and a disqualification for the second. Fifth, in the instance where the correct answer does not fully conform to the corresponding question, a contestant or clarification shall be raised before the next question is read. 6. As for the point system for this event, for all 3 rounds, a participant will earn 1 point for every correct answer, and no points will be given for wrong answers. There will be an elimination after every round, and the points will be tallied to determine the participants who will proceed to the next round. 8. All participants will join the easy round, and the top 7, as based on the ranking for the preceding round, will proceed to the average round. Henceforth, the top 3 after average round will be finalists to compete in the difficult round. For declaration of winners, first, the participants who garnered the most points shall be declared the winner. Second, in cases of ties, the participants who shares the same ranking after the easy round may proceed to the average round. And third, however, for the final or difficult round, only the top 3 participants may proceed. In the instance where there are more than 1 participant who clinch 3rd place after the average round, clincher questions will be raised to break the tie.
Okay. Before we start, let me introduce our board of judges. Please welcome Ms. Jonalyn S. Manaba and Ms. Lady Joy B. Balikan. Let's give them a round of applause.
Okay, participants, are you ready? Ready na ka mo? Wala ka.
Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Wala ka now. Duat, are you ready? Okay, the first question is, in 1885, who was the Italian law professor that coined the term criminologia? A. Albert Osborne. B. Paul Topinard. C. Joan Howard. D. Rafael Garofalo. You can answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop.
Raise your board now.
All is correct except level.
For the second question, we have, what do you call an act or omission in violation of special laws or presidential decree? A. Breach. B. Infraction. C. Felony. And D. Offense. You can now answer. Go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop.
Raise your board. And the correct answer is letter B. Offense. For the third question, it is answered by true or false. Okay? Question is, Edwin H. Sutherland is the father of modern criminology. True or false?
Go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop.
You can now raise your board.
The correct answer is false.
Okay, for the fourth question, it combines the biological and psychological explanation to understand deviant behavior, which classifies body physics. A. Atavism. B. Hedonism. C. Palmistry. And D. Somatotyping. Go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Proceed to the next question. It is also known as the white-collar crime. A. Informal deviance. B. Eclipse deviance. C. Formal deviance. D. Elite deviance. Go!
5, 4, 3, 2,
1.
And the correct answer is letter D, elite deviants.
Okay, for the sixth question, as mentioned in the positive school of thought, this approach explains the mental and physical conditions of the person prior and after the commission of the crime. A. Anthropological. B. Physiological. C. Medical. And D. Psychological.
Go!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop!
Raise your phone. The correct answer is letter C, medical. Okay? C.
All answers are wrong except
Ano ka mas section na? C.
except section C and section D.
The seventh question is, Cesar Lombroso is the founder of the positivist school of thought that advocated the theory that crime can be attributed to hereditary predisposition in certain individuals. True or false? Go!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop!
Raise your board. And the answer is true. For the eighth.
For the eighth question, it concerns those actions that pertain to one's duties towards his neighbors and himself. A. Moral virtue. B. Dignity. C. Responsibility. And D. Discipline. Go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Raise your board.
Stop!
And the correct answer is A. Moral virtue.
For the ninth question, it is the self-esteem, self-confidence, drives a person's attitude and emotional feeling regarding their way of life and the people whom they interact with. A. Leadership. Okay. B. Moral. C. Discipline. And D. Ethics. Go!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop!
Raise your board. And the correct answer is letter B. Moral. 1A man bilang ang correct.
For the last question sa easy round, it claims that the ruling class in a capitalist society is responsible for the creation of criminal law and their ideological basis in the interpretation and enforcement of the laws. And it focuses about crimes and economic gain. A. Instrumental. B. Subculture. C. Neutralization. And D. Social conflict.
Go!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop!
Okay, and the correct answer is letter D. Social conflict.
Hindi na may pag-ano?
Raise your board. In easy round, ang na-eliminate is the 1H, the 2C, and the 3B. So, goodbye.
Uli na.
Now, we are in an average round. First question is, it is an excessive desire of men to have sexual intercourse. Go!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop!
And the correct answer is satyriasis.
It seems wala yung correct answer, no? Second question. According to Kretschmer, this type of physique is generally stout with round bodies. Persons of this type commit deception, fraud, and violence. Go!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop!
Raise your board.
Okay, the correct answer is picnic time.
So it seems wala gyapon ang correct answer.
Wala gyapon answers.
For the third question, it is what induces or pushes the potential criminal to transgress the laws of the land. What is your answer? Go!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop!
And the correct answer is desire. Miss, from spelling, miss.
Wala
Ang correct answer lang is 3A. Okay na tali.
Next question.
Okay na tali.
For the fourth question, blank or insane persons and those who committed crime in self-defense. What is your answer? Go!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop!
Raise your board.
The correct answer is pseudo-criminals.
For the fifth question, what theory asserted that a person committed wrongful acts due to the fact that he was possessed by or damned by other worldly forces? Okay? Go!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop!
Miss, kung wala may theories.
Okay.
And the correct answer is demonological theory. Correct answer is the 1B and the 4A.
Okay, for the sixth question, he was an American physical anthropologist known for his work on racial classification. Go!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop!
Raise your board.
The correct answer is William Sheldon.
And wrong answer. For the seventh question, change occurs as a result of conflict between social class competing interests rather than through adaptation. It is often abrupt and revolutionary rather than evolutionary. Go!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop!
And the correct answer is revolution.
All answers are wrong. For the eighth question, parents, teachers, peers, and others close potential victims are also potential blank. Go!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop!
Raise your board.
And the correct answer is guardian. Criminal suspects.
For the ninth question, this refers to the physical possibility that the crime could have been committed. Go!
10, 9, 8,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop!
Raise your board. And the correct... Oh, stop. Raise your board. Raise your board. And the correct answer is... opportunity.
Correct answer. Next question, also known as the Anti-Photo and Video Voyeurism Act of 2009. Go!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop!
And the correct answer is RA 995.
And the correct... Nang 1C? 1C is correct. It is a system of ideas arranged in rational order that produce general principles which increases our understanding and explanations. Go!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop!
Raise your board.
Miss, kung tamo, Miss may theories. And the correct answer is theory. Ang mga theories, okay lang na, Miss. And the correct answer is ang 1A and the 1B. 3A. And 3A.
Classical theory in criminology has its root in the theories of the 18th century Italian nobleman and economist Blanc and the English philosopher. Go!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop!
And the correct answer is Cesar Beccaria.
And the correct answer lang is the 1A.
Wrong spelling to, di ba? Sala siya? Wrong spelling wrong. Wrong spelling wrong. Sorry.
It is known as the Criminology Profession Act of 2018. Go!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop!
Raise your board.
The answer is...
And the answer is Republic Act 11131. Ano ka nga section? 2B.
Next question. Sexual act through the anus of the sexual partner. What is the answer? Go!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop!
And the correct answer is sodomy.
For the last question, it refers to a 24-hour child caring institution managed by accredited non-governmental organizations providing short-term residential care for children in conflict with the law who are awaiting court disposition of their cases or transfer to other agencies of jurisdiction. Go!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop!
Raise your board. And raise your board. And the correct answer is detention home.
Okay, we will proceed to the clincher question for 1A, 1C, and 4A. The question is, it is an act or omission which may not be punishable if committed by an adult, but becomes unlawful when they are committed by a child or a person of tender year or one who is in need of supervision or assistance. A. Crime. B. Delinquency. C. Status offense. And D. Felonies. Go!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop!
Raise your board.
And the correct answer is C. Status offense.
For the second question, the first codified law, which is based on the principle of an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Go!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop!
Raise your board.
Wrong spelling, wrong.
And for the most awaited moment, ari na kita, buddy.
Yes, buddy, I'm sure very excited na aton mga viewers, no? Buddy, mabala ko sino aton mga awardees for today's event.
Gagari na ang result for the extemporaneous speaking.
For our extemporaneous speaking, 4th place goes to Kevin Estose from Class Masidla. Abi, mag-show up the support from our Class Masidla, no? Grabe, buddy. Very active ato ng mga viewers.
And for the 3rd placer goes for Eric John Vitala of Class Tagapagsanggalang. Buddy, grabe na po sa mga heart reacts na makita natin sa Facebook Live, no?
Damo gidang nalipay sa aton nga result, no? So, let's move on, no, buddy? For our 2nd place goes to, buddy, no other than Jurgen Rain Bailen from Class Maharlika. Buddy, ikaw to? 2nd place.
Thank you, Gitbal, pero at least mga baltang ginatag tatong best.
Yes, buddy. Well-deserved man, buddy, ah. Di, buddy, wala kita na pamahaw.
Okay, let's move on to our 1st placer. No other than Roswell Balkin of Class Hagupitiraya. Congratulations.
Congratulations, no, sa aton tanan nga extemporaneous speaking event participants. Now, buddy, let's move on to our newscasting competition. Buddy, for our 4th place in newscasting competition goes to, buddy, no other than na naman Jurgen Rain Bailen. Buddy, grabe, kagidya ka. Talented, buddy. No comment natin nga, buddy. Okay, buddy.
And for the 3rd placer, we have Jasmine Pactes of Class Hagupitiraya.
And for our 2nd place goes to Lagrimas Rapis from Class Masidla.
Kagalit na ginawalata sa tanan.
Oh, grabe, buddies, no? Kita nyo, kita. Damo ginalipay, buddies, ang result.
Kagalit, buddy, kabalo ko, mas malipay kapag hindi.
Abang, buddy. Doon ginawalata mo na sa ginambal mo.
Our 1st placer for newscasting. No other than Mr. Christian Dominic Jimenez of Class Maharlika.
Oh, grabe ba?
Congratulations, buddy.
Hindi mo nakapatay, buddy, man. Pero thank you, buddy, no, sa congratulations mo. So, buddy, move on na tayo dadra, buddy.
Now to officially announce the winner for Pinoy Henlyo. We have our fourth placer from Hagopitiraya, Kizaume Gonzaludo and Aldin Meneses. Congratulations.
Now for our third place, from class Tagapagsanggalang, Josel Bello and Cyril Angelo Meo. Abi, tanada nga mga class Tagapagsanggalang, show ka mo support through Heart React. Body, birthday active ato yung mga
Damo, nag-congrats sa comment section, buddy.
Yes, buddy.
Kagari na. Ang second place goes to Class Marlica, Genesis Espuerta and Marlon Pahilya.
Wow, buddy, from our class, buddy.
Congratulations.
And this is it. The first place of Pinoy Henyo goes to no other than Class Masidlak of Carlo Piad and James Villacarlos.
Congratulations. And last but not the least,
yes, buddy, our awardees from our event, Quiz B.
So, ako na, buddy.
Yes, buddy.
For the third placer, we have from Class Marlica, Wallace Ryan Dominic.
Congratulations! Sa tanada ang Class Marlica, pag-show ka mo support, no? Sa inyong participant through Heart React. Oh, grabe, buddy. Very active ato nga Class Marlica nga viewers.
Kahit kabalo ko, excited na sila sa kung sino ang first kag second placer, buddy.
Yes, buddy. Let's move on to our second place. From Class Tagapagsanggalang, Mr. Artida Jeric.
Congratulations. Kagari na ang aton yung first placer from Class Masidla, no other than Manayon Renante. Congratulations.
Grabe, buddy. Very active din ang aton yung mga viewers, no? Happy git na buddy makita mo sa comment and sa ilang reaction nga very happy sila sa results.
Kag subukan mo ba na ng mga results sa aton nga event? Kag dapo ba kita pagabantayan nga event sa ining Pasundayag 2020. And there we have it. We're already done sa aton nga first day sa event, buddy.
Yes, our Pasundayag 2022.
But wait, there's more.
Yes, buddy, because we still have 2 days left of our Pasundayag event. And tomorrow, buddy, we will still witness another exciting events.
Because we'll still have firearm dismantling,
TikTok challenge,
photography contest,
vocal solo and vocal duet,
and of course, Latin American dance sport.
Kabalo ko, buddy, excited din ang ating mga viewers for tomorrow's events, buddy, no?
Kag sa mera pakita sa sila makamabot nga adlaw para sa ining event.
Yes, buddy. So we encourage our viewers to still continue support your contestants.
God, stay tuned. God bless us all. Aim high.